Chosen one, lean in. This isn't just another passing word. Heaven has aligned this moment so that you would hear this revelation before Elon Musk's wedding takes place. Why? Because his story is not simply about rockets, wealth, or innovation. It's about timing. And so is yours. You have fought wars in silence. You carried a light that storms tried to smother, yet it never went out. Most would have been crushed under the weight you bore, but you stood steady. The conflict is over now. You prevailed. And just like Musk is entering a new covenant, a new chapter, heaven is declaring the same over you. This is your time for rest. Not defeat, but holy restoration. Just as Elijah was told by God to stop striving and sleep under the tree so his strength could be renewed, you are being called to pause, to allow your soul to breathe, to step into the holy silence before the next great unfolding. It wasn't luck that carried you here. It was divine selection. God saw your heart, your resilience, your hidden prayers, your quiet faith. Psalm 34 verse 19 says it best. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. You are delivered. You are victorious. And just as Musk prepares for his wedding, a union that marks transition and promise, you too are standing on the edge of covenant. A covenant of rest, renewal, and divine unveiling. The world may celebrate him publicly, but heaven is celebrating you privately. You don't need to prove yourself to him again. He's saying, chosen one, you've won. Lie down. Let me renew you. To indicate that you're prepared for this heavenly slumber, stop this video, click like, and enter 777 in the comment section. This message is for your soul, so stay with me. The world encourages you to never stop, to hustle, and to keep going. God's approach, however, is distinct. He established the Sabbath as a day to pause, think, and remain still. Pick one for you. This is not just a day's relaxation. There's a season. Every aspect of you has been put to the test while you've been running this marathon. Your trust was strained. Even though your heart was hurt, you persisted. God is now creating room for you to breathe, for your wounds to heal, and for your soul to rise once more. The one who never fails you is giving you this rest as a reward. Imagine a warrior with a big sword in hand and damaged armor after a fight. The warrior needs time to recuperate, sit by the fire, and take into peace once the battle is over and the enemy has vanquished. And you're there. You have to confront your giants. Perhaps it was betrayal, loss, or terror. You didn't just make it through. You triumphed. God is now inviting you to a holy stop, a time to put down your weapons and let his tranquility to envelope you. This is your green pasture, your peaceful water, as stated in Psalm 23 verse 2. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. To claim this item and express your readiness to rest in his triumph, type 777 in the comments section. You're still developing even while you're sleeping. It is the site of metamorphosis. Your body repairs itself while you're asleep. Your soul is recreated when you rest in God. Consider Jesus, who left the throng to pray and spend time with the Father alone. Those quiet times weren't in vain. His miracles were powered by them. You're getting ready for the next step by resting now. A prosperous, meaningful, and joyful existence. God is more than simply giving you back your strength. He is giving you fresh power, new perspectives, and new dreams. Now lie down and let him do his job. What if I rest and lose momentum is a question you may have, but believe this one. You cannot lose everything that God has promised you. Romans 11:29 says, God's gifts and his call are irrevocable. Your purpose, your destiny, your victory, they're secure. Resting now doesn't stop your journey. It makes the next steps clearer, stronger, bolder. When you wake from this divine rest, you'll see doors opening, connections forming, and blessings flowing in ways you never imagined. This is your time to recover, to let God align every piece of your life for what's coming. Consider David, the shepherd boy who became a king. After slaying Goliath, he didn't rush into another battle. He spent years waiting, hiding, resting in God's timing. Those moments weren't wasted. They shaped him into the leader God needed. Your rest now is shaping you, too. Type him in to embrace the angel's blessings. Show your support by giving super thanks up to $20. It's not about doing nothing. It's about trusting God to do everything. He's working in the quiet, setting the stage for your next chapter. So, take a moment, hit that subscribe button to join thousands of chosen one souls, and type 777 in the comments to seal this season of recovery. The world might not understand your pause. People might question why you're stepping back, why you're not chasing every opportunity right now, but you're not here to live by the world's rules. You're chosen. Your path is different. When others see idleness, God sees preparation. When others see stillness, God sees power. Your rest is a testimony that you trust God more than you trust your own effort. It's a declaration that your victory doesn't depend on you alone. It depends on Him. Think about the caterpillar in its cocoon. To the outside world, it looks like nothing's happening. But inside, a miracle is unfolding. That's you right now. In this season of rest, God is transforming you. Not just healing old wounds, but building something new. You're not just recovering. You're becoming. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. Like eagles, they shall fly on their wings." Your cocoon, your time to rejuvenate, to be ready to fly, is this rest. To confirm your entry into this metamorphosis, type 777 in the comments one last time. You have learned strength from your conflicts, but you will learn tranquility from this repose. You now know how to stand, battle, and prevail. Learn to let go now. Give up trying to influence every result. Give up worrying that you aren't accomplishing enough. God is sufficient. Just as He carried you through the fire, He is carrying you today. Feel the burden of the world fall away from you as you lie down in His company. This is your chance to become well, to heal, to regain your wholeness. All of history's great leaders understood the need of rest. Before becoming the leader of a country, Moses lived in the wilderness for 40 years. The years were not a void. It was there that God molded him. Your current slumber is preparing you for something bigger than yourself. It is not about taking a back seat. Stepping into God's plan is the key. Type amen to embrace the angel's blessings. Show your support by giving super thanks up to $20. He is preparing your body, mind, and emotions for the benefits He has already initiated. You will be unstoppable once you awaken from this slumber. It's due of His strength, not yours. This time of year is a time to be thankful. Reflect on your past triumphs. God saw you through every hardship, every sorrow, and every time when you doubted your ability to survive. Now He's giving you this gift of rest to say, "Well done, chosen one." Take it. Don't rush past it. Savor this moment where you can breathe, where you can feel His presence without the noise of battle. Gratitude will anchor you in this rest, reminding you that every step of your journey was worth it. You might feel guilty for slowing down, for not pushing harder. But guilt isn't from God. He's the one telling you to lie down now, to trust Him. The world rewards hustle, but God rewards faith. Your faith in this moment, your willingness to rest, is a powerful act of trust. It says you believe God's plan is bigger than your effort. It says you know He's already won the victory for you. So lie down. Let your soul find peace. Let His love restore you. Rest is where you hear God's voice clearest. In the quiet, away from the chaos, you'll sense His guidance. Maybe it's a new direction, a new dream, a new calling. Maybe it's simply the assurance that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Jesus said in Matthew 11 verse 28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This is His invitation to you now. Accept it. Lie down in His presence and let His voice guide your next steps. Your victory wasn't just about overcoming. It was about becoming. Every battle refined you. Every challenge shaped you. And now this rest will complete you. Think of a sword forged in fire, then cooled to hold its edge. You've been through the fire, chosen one. Now let God cool you in His peace, sharpening you for what's next. Your purpose is unfolding. Your destiny is secure. And this rest, is preparing you to shine brighter than ever. The world might try to pull you back into chaos, but you're not bound by its rules. You're chosen. Your rest is a rebellion against the lie that you must always strive. It's a stand for God's truth that He's already done the heavy lifting. So lie down now. Let the noise fade. Let His peace flood your soul. This is your victory lap, your moment to recover, to heal, to prepare for the abundance waiting for you. Every moment you spend in this rest is a moment of trust. You're not just recovering your strength. You're recovering your joy, your clarity, your purpose. God is doing a deep work in you, aligning every part of your life with His plan. When you rise, you'll carry a peace that can't be shaken, a strength that can't be broken, and a light that can't be dimmed. This is what it means to be chosen. This is what it means to rest in victory. Your rest is a testimony to the world. Type Amen to embrace the angel's blessings. Show your support by giving super thanks up to $20. People will see your peace and wonder how you found it. They'll see your strength and ask what carries you. And you'll point to God, the one who fought for you, who won for you, who now calls you to lie down and recover. Your life is a living proof of His faithfulness. So, hit that subscribe button to join thousands of chosen one souls and let your rest be a beacon of His glory. This season isn't the end. It's a beginning. God is preparing you for something bigger, something brighter. In this rest, He's planting seeds of vision, courage, and purpose. You're not just healing, you're growing. You're not just recovering, you're transforming. Every moment you spend in His presence now is building you into the person He always meant you to be. A chosen one, radiant, unstoppable, and free. The battles you fought weren't random. They were training. Every tear, every struggle, every moment you chose faith over fear, it all led here. Now God is saying, you've done enough. Rest. He's not asking you to fight anymore. He's asking you to trust, to lie down, to let Him carry you into the next chapter. This rest is your bridge to the promises He's spoken over your life. Promises of abundance, joy, and impact. Think of Noah, who built the ark through years of labor, mocked by those around him. When the flood came, he didn't have to keep building. He rested in the ark, trusting God to carry him through the storm. You're in your ark now, chosen one. The storm is over. The victory is won. Lie down and let God carry you to the new land He's prepared. Your rest is your faith in action, your trust made visible. This rest is also your protection. The enemy can't touch you here. In God's presence, no weapon formed against you can prosper. Isaiah 54 verse 17. When you lie down in His peace, you're shielded from the chaos that tries to pull you back. This is your safe place, your sanctuary, where God's love surrounds you and His promises uphold you. Stay here. Let His peace guard your heart and mind. You've been strong for so long, chosen one. You've carried burdens, fought battles, and stood firm when everything tried to knock you down. Now God is saying, be still, because you are His, not because you are weak. He has stood up for you. He's asking you to rest in His triumph now. Now lie down and let His love to heal your body, mind, and soul. Now is your moment to get well, to heal, to come back stronger than before. God views rest as sacrosanct, whereas the world may see it as a waste of time. Here, He meets you, converses with you, and reconstructs you. You are preparing every moment you spend in this heavenly pause. You're being outfitted, not simply sleeping. God is coordinating your actions with His plan and your emotions with His purpose. Type Amen to embrace the angel's blessings. Show your support by giving super thanks up to $20. As you grow, you'll encounter chances you never would have imagined. The tale of your triumph will reverberate beyond you. People will perceive God's hand when they look at you. They will see a chosen one who persevered, prevailed, and trusted in God's assurances. Your example will encourage others to have confidence in God's faithfulness, to trust, and to rest. Now, lay down. Allow His tranquility to envelop you. Allow His love to revitalize you. This is your chance, selected one, to heal in the embrace of your selector. All significant changes begin in silence. Watch Jesus pray in the Garden of Gethsemane before to his crucifixion. That silence wasn't a sign of weakness. He drew strength from it to achieve the greatest triumph in history. Now, your rest is your Gethsemane, when you submit and receive God's power. Let him get you ready for the wonders that await you when you lie down. Your reset is this rest. There, God silences the clamor of the past. He is transforming you through every uncertainty, anxiety, and injury for the purpose he has inscribed over your life, not only for today. You're not only recuperating from conflicts, you're getting ready to receive benefits. Isaiah 65 verse 17 says, "See, I will create new heavens and a new earth. The former things will not be remembered. This is your new beginning, chosen one. Rest in it." The world might push you to keep going, to prove yourself again and again, but God says you've already proven enough. You fought the good fight. You've kept the faith. 2 Timothy 4 verse 7. Now it's time to rest in his love, to let him carry you into the next season. This isn't about stopping. It's about trusting. Lie down now and let God's peace be your strength, your shield, your song. Your rest is a declaration. It says you believe God's promises more than the world's demands. It says you trust his timing more than your own. It says you know your victory is secure, not because of what you've done, but because of who he is. So lie down, chosen one. Let the weight fall away. Let his peace fill you. This is your time to recover, to heal, to become the radiant light he always meant you to be. In this rest, you'll find clarity. The dreams God planted in your heart will come into focus. The path he set before you will become clear. You're not just resting from the past. You're resting for the future. Every moment you spend in his presence now is building you for the abundance, the purpose, the joy he's prepared. Lie down and let him show you what's next. Think of the phoenix rising from its ashes. Before it soars, it rests. Before it shines, it surrenders. You're in your phoenix moment, chosen one. The battles have burned away what no longer serves you. Now in this rest, God is rebuilding you, preparing you to rise higher than ever. Trust this process. Lie down now and let his love shape you into something new, something unstoppable. This rest isn't just for you. It's for those you're called to impact. When you rise, you'll carry a peace that draws others, a strength that inspires, a light that guides. Your recovery now is preparing you to be a beacon for others, to show them that victory isn't just in fighting. It's in trusting. So lie down. Let God restore you. Your story is far from over. It's just beginning to shine. Every moment of rest is a moment of faith. You're not giving up. You're giving in to God's plan. You're not stepping back. You're stepping into his purpose. This is your time to recover, to heal, to let his love make you whole. Lie down now, chosen one, and feel his presence surround you. The victory is yours. The rest is his gift. Embrace it and watch what he does next. Your battles have left you stronger, but this rest will make you whole. God is doing a deep work in you, healing what's broken, renewing what's tired, preparing what's next. You've won, chosen one. The enemy is defeated. The storm is over. And now it's time to lie down in the peace only God can give. Let his love wash over you. Let his promises anchor you. And let this rest be the foundation for your next great chapter. The world might not see it, but this rest is your power. It's where God meets you, where he speaks to you, where he rebuilds you for what's coming. You're not just recovering from the fight, you're preparing for the future. Every moment you spend in his presence now is a moment of transformation, a moment of victory. So lie down, chosen one. Let his peace be your strength, your guide, your home. This season of rest is your preparation for abundance. God isn't just healing you. He's equipping you. He's aligning your heart, your mind, your soul with his purpose. When you rise, you'll walk into opportunities that feel like miracles, connections that feel like destiny, blessings that feel like dreams. But for now, rest. Lie down. Trust him. Your victory is secure and your future is bright. Think of the eagle soaring high above the storm. Before it flies, it rests. Before it rises, it waits. You're that eagle, chosen one. You faced the storm, and now God is calling you to rest, to wait, to trust. When you rise, you'll soar higher than you ever thought possible, carried by his strength, guided by his love. Lie down now and let him prepare you for the flight. Your rest is a gift, a sacred moment where God restores what the battles took. You fought hard. You stood firm. And now he's saying, well done. Get some rest. Your narrative doesn't stop here. It marks the start of something bigger. You are rebuilding, regenerating, and becoming every instant you spend in this magnificent rest. Let God's love lead you into the next chapter when you lie down, chosen one. The world benefits from your win, not just you. Your current relaxation is setting you up to lead, inspire, and shine. When you're at peace, others will want to know how you manage to find it. When they witness your strength, they will ask you what keeps you going. And you'll give thanks to God, who stood up for you, prevailed, and now invites you to rest. Thus lay down. Allow his tranquility to flood you. Now is the moment for you to become well, to heal, to become the light that he always intended you to be. There's always a pause before the victory in a great narrative. You own this. You have engaged in combat. You've triumphed. God is now beckoning you to rest in his triumph. Now lie down, selected one, and let his love to heal you. Allow his assurances to serve as your compass. Allow his tranquility to prepare you. The wars are ended. It's your win. The finest part is yet to come. Your future steps are built on this rest. God is creating in you something fresh, strong, and long-lasting. Now, every second you spend with him is an opportunity for preparation and change. You're becoming, not simply becoming better. Let him mold you into the person he has always known you might be by lying down. Your future is more promising than you can have ever dreamed. God says, be still. He is not pressuring you to prove yourself again, even if the world may attempt to hurry you. He is pleading with you to have faith in him, to rest in his love, and to let his tranquility to complete you. Now is your time, selected one. Now lay down and sense his presence all around you. We've won. You own the remainder. Accept it and see how he changes your life. Resting is more than just pausing. It is a recalibration from God. God is adjusting your soul and bringing your heart into harmony with his timeless beat. He's asking you to lay down and let his presence to refine your soul after you've endured hardships and remained strong in the face of turmoil. This has nothing to do with abandoning your mission. The goal is to delve farther into it. God is readjusting your eyesight, enhancing your concentration, and getting you ready to see what has been obscured by the commotion of the battle during the silence. Imagine a compass that cannot locate true north in a storm and is whirling erratically. You are being pulled in all directions by that storm, which was your war. God is now keeping your compass steady as you sleep. He's showing you the road he's always wanted you to go, a route of unwavering tranquility, clarity, and purpose. Psalm 46 verse 10 states, "Be still and know that I am God." Now is the time to get to know him, to sense his direction, and to allow his truth to become ingrained in your being. Now lie down and follow the direction of his hand. For you, this relaxation is essential, even if the outside world may consider it a luxury. You have been an unwavering chosen one, a fighter and a beacon. However, even fighters must keep their knives sharp. God is strengthening your strength during this rest, not for the battles you have already fought, but for the triumphs that lie ahead. Spending time with him is like watching a craftsman sharpen a blade. Thoughtful, methodical, and intentional. You'll overcome obstacles with a level of accuracy you never thought you had until you get up. After the angel visited, Mary, the mother of Jesus, thought about several topics. Luke 2, verse 19. She took her time proving herself and acting. She let God's words soak in, resting in the promise. You're doing it right now. You're thinking about his assurances and allowing them to grow. This is not a passive rest. Active trust is what it is. You're giving God permission to instill his truth in you, to cultivate something fresh that will eventually provide benefits you aren't yet aware of. Lay down and let his assurances to become a reality. You learned resilience from your struggles, but you will learn to submit from this rest. Give yourself up to God's flawless plan rather than to defeat. You put forth a lot of effort, picked one, and prevailed. God is now requesting that you let go of your demand for control and allow him to guide you. It's similar to a river figuring out its path after a flood. The instant the river runs true and the seas settle, you will be at ease. Have faith in that current. Allow it to lead you to the abundant and purposeful locations he has planned. Rest is weakness, the attacker may say, because even if you're lagging behind, you're immune to such falsehoods. You are untouchable while you are in God's presence. Your place of rest is a fortress, a shield, and a place where darkness cannot exist. Isaiah 32 verse 18 says, "My people will live in peaceful dwelling places, in secure homes, in undisturbed places of rest." This is your secure home now, chosen one. Lie down and let God's peace guard you from every lie, every doubt, every fear. This rest is also your renewal. Think of a forest after a fire, charred, broken, but ready for new growth. Your battles were the fire, clearing away what no longer served you. Now in this rest, God is planting new seeds. Seeds of hope, vision, and strength. You're not just healing, you're sprouting. Every moment you spend in his presence is a moment of growth where he's nurturing something beautiful in you. Lie down and let those seeds take root. Your victory wasn't just a moment. It was a shift. You've crossed a threshold, chosen one. From striving to thriving, from fighting to resting. This rest is your reward, but it's also your preparation. God is setting the stage for what's next, aligning people, places, and opportunities to meet you in your rise. Like a chess master moving pieces before the final play, he's arranging everything for your next move. Trust his strategy. Lie down and let him set the board. The world might rush past, but you're not bound by its pace. You're chosen, moving to a divine rhythm. This rest is your rebellion against the chaos, your refusal to be swept away by the world's demands. It's a statement that you trust God's timing over society's clock. When you lie down now, you're saying, I believe in his plan. That belief is your power, your anchor, your victory made visible. Rest in it and let his timing guide you. Think of Jonah resting in the belly of the fish. The world saw him as lost, but God was redirecting him. That dark, quiet place was where Jonah found his purpose again. Your rest now is your belly of the fish, a place that seemed still, but where God is working mightily. He's redirecting your path, refining your calling, preparing you for the mission ahead. Lie down and let him guide you through this sacred pause. Your rest is a gift to your soul. It's where you rediscover your joy, where you reconnect with the dreams God placed in you long ago. The battles may have dulled them, but this rest is rekindling them. Picture a lantern dimmed by dust, now being polished by God's hand. Every moment you spend in his presence is wiping away the grime, letting your light shine brighter. Lie down now and let him polish your soul, restoring the brilliance he always saw in you. The world might not understand your stillness, but God does. He sees your faith in this moment, your trust in his plan. Every time you choose to rest, you're choosing him over fear, over doubt, over the need to prove yourself. That choice is your strength. It's what sets you apart as a chosen one. Your rest is a testimony that God's promises are enough, that his victory is complete. Lie down and let that truth sink deep. This rest is also your reconnection. In the fight, you may have felt distant from God, from yourself, from your purpose. But now, in this stillness, you're coming home. Like the prodigal son returning to his father's arms, you're finding your place again in God's love. Luke 15 verse 20 says, while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. Now, selected one, God sees you. Rest and let his kindness to envelop you. Your conflicts were noisy, disorderly, and unrelenting. This rest, however, is peaceful, therapeutic, and compassionate. God whispers his promises there. He serves as a reminder of your identity. You are more than a mere survival. You are a chosen one, a light, and a victor. You may hear his voice, feel his affection, and know that you're never alone in this place of rest. You have intimate moments with the person who picked you every single time you are here. Lay down and follow his whispers. Rest may seem pointless to the outside world, but you know better. God's most profound work is done here. Imagine a quiet, invisible seed that is developing while being buried in the ground. You've been selected as that seed. God is developing something new in you during this time of rest. Fresh purpose, new vision, and new strength. You'll emerge from the ground, ready to blossom in ways you never could have predicted. Let him foster your development as you lie down. It was more than simply beating the adversary that brought you victory. It was about finding who you were. You discovered your perseverance, faith, and strength throughout the battle. You are now discovering your calm, pleasure, and faith in this rest. God is revealing your true self to you. A chosen one, unfazed by the world, shining with his brightness. Let him show you the beauty of who you are in him by lying down right now. God's love envelopes you in this calm, which is your home and sanctuary. Here, no storm can harm you. You may be reached without a doubt. You are rejuvenated here, in soul as well as in body. Your struggles were genuine, but so is this serenity, according to Psalm 91 verse 1, which states, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." This is your shelter, chosen one. Lie down and dwell in his shadow where no harm can come. Your faith, not your might, has earned you this moment. Every step, every tear, every prayer was seen by God. As a present and a reminder that he has always been there for you, he is now offering you this respite. He's tucking you in now, saying, "Rest, my chosen one. I've got you." Lie down and feel his love wrap around you. Your rest is a prelude to glory, much like a father tucking a kid in after a hard day. God is uplifting you in addition to curing you. You are being raised up and brought into alignment with his divine design every second you are in his presence. As you advance, you will encounter chances that seem like miracles and situations that seem like destiny. Now, however, lay down. Let him get you ready. Allow him to raise you. This rest serves as your launching pad and the cornerstone of your future success. Imagine Lazarus still and quiet as he lies in the grave. Jesus summoned him to fresh life, even though the world believed he was done. John 11 verse 43. Right now, your repose is your tomb moment. Not a conclusion, but a start. God is calling you to new accomplishments, new life, and new purpose. Now lie down and hear his voice. You'll be dazzling and prepared for whatever comes next when he calls. Your reset button is this rest. The wounds from the fights are being smoothed out by God. He's doing more than simply bandaging the wounds. Your narrative is being rewritten by him. Every second you spend with him is a chance for atonement. When the suffering of the past is turned into the power of the future. Lay down, choose one, and allow him to change your life, your thoughts, and your heart. There are still the finest chapters to come. God says you've already won, even if the world may encourage you to keep battling. Your current state of rest is evidence of that triumph. It's your affirmation that his promises are real and that the fight is finished. Each and every time you spend in this silence is a moment of faith, trust, and victory. Lay down and let yourself to be illuminated by his triumph. Let your witness be his tranquility. The world is a gift from your rest. People will notice your power, your brightness, and your calmness as you rise. How did you find such tranquility? They'll ask. You'll also mention God. You will demonstrate to them that rest is not a sign of weakness. It's strength. It's faith manifested. Now lay down, selected one. Allow his love to heal you. Allow his tranquility to prepare you. When you awake, the world awaits the brightness you will bring. God joins you in the silence during this repose, which is your divine appointment. You have persevered through storms, endured soul-testing hardships, and come out as a chosen one, unfazed. God is inviting you to lay down right now, not to back off, but to realign yourself. He recalibrates your purpose in this silence, whispers new paths, and gets you ready for a better future than you can fathom. Now lie down and let his presence to stabilize you. Imagine a ship arriving at port after a protracted journey. It was pummeled by the seas. Its sails were torn by the gusts. Now, however, it sits secure in the silence. You're the selected one, that ship. Your struggles are the sails that took you through the seas and your faith. This rest serves as your port, where God fixes what is damaged, fortifies what is feeble, and charts your path for the future. He guided them to their desired haven. This is your haven, according to Psalm 107, verse 30. Let him lead you as you lie down. God views this halt as a foundation, whereas the world may regard it as a delay. You're not motionless. They're rebuilding you. Spending time with him is like seeing a mason construct the foundations of a new building. Your spirit, your heart, and your intellect. They are being prepared for the future. The purpose of this relaxation is not to waste time. It's about developing vision, strength, and clarity. Now lie down and let God to create the foundation for your future. Think about Ruth, who, after a protracted journey of grief and uncertainty, slept in Boaz's field. She took her time looking for solutions. She had faith in God's supply. Ruth 2:7. She created a new life and legacy as a result of that rest. Now that you have been selected, you are on your Boaz's field. In this silence, God is providing for you and laying the groundwork for rewards that are not yet visible. Rest and have faith in his supply. Let his scheme play out in silence. This rest will demonstrate your faith, as your struggles demonstrated your might to the world. When the opponent is obvious, fighting is simple, but when the world demands action, it takes bravery to take a break. This bravery is your witness, a statement that you put your faith in God's timetable rather than the hurry of the world. You select him, his tranquility, and his plan each time you lay down. Make that decision your song, your shield, and your strength. You can't be followed here by the enemy. God's presence is all around you when you're sleeping, a stronghold that no darkness can penetrate. In his light, the falsehoods that attempted to hold you back, fear, doubt, and shame dissolve. Isaiah 26, verse 3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." This is your perfect peace, chosen one. Lie down and let his light silence every lie. This rest is your renewal, a chance to rediscover the fire God placed in you. The battles may have dimmed it, but they couldn't extinguish it. Now in this stillness, God is fanning that flame, bringing it back to life. Picture a coal buried in ashes, glowing faintly but ready to blaze. That's you. Every moment you spend in his presence is a breath on that coal, igniting your passion, your purpose, your light. Lie down and let him rekindle your fire. Your victory wasn't just about surviving. It was about thriving. You didn't just make it through. You became a force, a light, a chosen one. Now, this rest is where you learn to thrive. Not just in battle, but in peace. God is teaching you to carry his joy, to walk in his abundance, to live in his love. This isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new way of being. Lie down and let him show you how to thrive. The world might try to pull you back, but you're anchored in God's presence. This rest is your refuge, a place where his love surrounds you, where his promises hold you steady. You're not swayed by the noise, the demands, the chaos. You're chosen, guided by a higher call. Every moment you spend in this stillness is a moment you stand firm in his truth. Lie down and let his love be your anchor. Think of Daniel in the lion's den, surrounded by danger, but untouched by it. Daniel 6, verse 22. His peace came from trusting God, not fighting the lions. Your rest now is your lion's den, a place where the world expects you to fear, but where God gives you peace. You're untouchable here, chosen one. No threat can reach you. No doubt can shake you. Lie down and let his peace be your strength. This rest is your realignment, a moment where God adjusts your perspective. In the fight, you saw challenges. In this stillness, you'll see opportunities. God is shifting your focus from what you've overcome to what you're stepping into. Like a telescope being adjusted to see the stars, this rest is clearing your vision, showing you the vastness of his plan. Lie down now and let him show you the stars of your future. Your battles were loud, but this rest is quiet power. It's where God does his deepest work, not in the chaos, but in the calm. Every moment you spend here is a moment of transformation, where he's shaping you into the person he always meant you to be. You're not just resting, you're becoming. Psalm 138 verse 8 says, "The Lord will fulfill his purpose for you." This is your time to be happy. Lie down and let his purpose take shape. The world might call this rest a break, but God calls it a breakthrough. You're not stepping back. You're stepping forward into his plan. Every moment you spend in his presence is a step toward the blessings he's prepared, the doors he's opening, the life he's designed. This rest is your bridge to abundance, your pathway to purpose. Lie down, chosen one, and let him lead you across. Think of Esther, preparing for her moment before the king. She didn't rush in. She waited, fasted, rested in God's timing. Esther 4 verse 16. That preparation led to a victory that saved a nation. Your rest now is your preparation, your fasting, your waiting. God is readying you for a moment that will change everything. Not just for you, but for those you're called to impact. Lie down and let him prepare you. This rest is your restoration, a time when God rebuilds what the battles broke. You've carried wounds, some seen, some hidden, but none are too deep for his healing. Like a potter reshaping clay, he's smoothing out the cracks, making you stronger, more beautiful, more whole. Jeremiah 30 verse 17 says, "I will restore you to health and heal your wounds." This is the restoration you have selected. Allow his hands to sculpt you as you lie down. It wasn't only your actions that won you the win. It has to do with your identity. You were created by the wars, but you are refined by this repose. God is strengthening your faith, increasing your tranquility, and refining your spirit. Every time you spend with him is a refined moment in which he makes you more radiant than before. You are a masterpiece, not simply a survival. Let him refine his job on you as you lie down. God says, "Rest in me." This isn't about giving up, even if the world may encourage you to keep going. It's about surrendering. You are handing him your future, your worries, and your problems. This rest is your demonstration of faith and your act of surrender. Saying, "God, I know you've got this," is the moment when he does. Choose one. Lie down now and let his love to carry you. Consider the Red Sea passage of the Israelites. The water was not resisted. They trusted God's might and persevered through it. Exodus 14 verse 22. Now is your Red Sea chance to relax. You are no longer battling. You're following his route with faith. You have won the wars, the benefits that lie ahead. This silence is your transition, your time to put your faith in him. Let him guide you when you lie down. Your mission is renewed by this respite. Your power was shown in the struggle, but your calling will be revealed in this silence. In your heart, God is sowing fresh visions, dreams, and paths. He is preparing you for a harvest that is not yet visible, much like a gardener sowing seeds in rich soil. Every second you spend with him is like a seed sprouting, ready to become something great. Rest and let his mission to blossom. Your faith was evident in your win. However, his constancy is shown by this rest. He has never abandoned you, let you down, or failed you. He is now revealing to you his heart, his love, his concern, and his goal in this silence. You're living in him, not just sleeping. This is your time to stay, to abide, to rest in his love, as stated in John 15 verse 4. Remain in me, as I also remain in you. God views this stop as worship, while the world may see it as weakness. You respect him every time you decide to take a break and put your faith in his plan rather than your own. It's a holy act, a confession of his sufficiency, and a holy surrender. Your altar where you set down your striving and raise your faith, is your rest. Now lie down, selected one, and let your sleep to serve as your worship. Consider how Jesus' love restored Peter after he rejected him. John 21, verse 17. It was not a fight that brought about that restoration. It took place beside the water in a peaceful time. Right now, your rest is the time by the sea when God meets you, heals you, and summons you to a new mission. Your history, your hardships, and your wounds do not define you. His love is what defines you. Allow him to impart that truth to your heart when you lie down. Your realignment with destiny is this rest. God is putting you back on path after the fights took you off. Each time you are in his presence, he corrects you and modifies your course to fit his scheme. He's leading you to the place he's always had for you, much like a pilot readjusting a plane's route. Choose one, lie down, and let him guide you. Overcoming was just one aspect of your success. It has to do with waking. You were aware of your identity as a chosen one, your power, and your mission. You are now becoming aware of his love, pleasure, and tranquility when you are sleeping. You learn to live as the person he made you to be here. A light, a beacon, a conduit of his glory, not merely a fighter. Allow his waking to flood you as you lie down. While the world may hurry you, God encourages you to take your time. This rest is an invitation to remain in his company, to absorb his love, and to allow his truth to become deeply ingrained in your being. No, you're not lagging. In his time, you're progressing. You are moving closer to the life he has promised with each time you spend here. A prosperous, influential, and joyful existence. Now lie down and let his invitation to pull you in. Imagine Jesus encountering the Samaritan woman at the well at a private time. John 4:7. Her life was altered by that experience. Through dialogue, rather than conflict, via resting in his truth. Now is your time of rest, when God will meet you, talk to you, and transform you. You're not only becoming better, you're changing. Lay down, choose one, and let his words to transform your spirit. Your basis for influence is this rest. This quiet equips you, but the fights prepared you. You are becoming a testament to God's strength, a force for his kingdom, and a light for the world. Each time you spend with him strengthens you for the task at hand and adds a brick to that foundation. Let him shape you into something unbreakable as you lie down. This repose is the flame. Your triumph was a spark. It is the point at when God transforms your actions into something timeless. You're not just recuperating from the battle. For the future, you're igniting. The fuel is his presence. He loves fire. The light was his plan. Now, chosen one, lie down and let his spark to burn hot inside you, so that when you rise, you might illuminate the world. Your divine incubation is this stillness. A place of worship where God is growing the seeds of your future. You stood strong in the midst of turmoil, battled through darkness, and came out as a chosen one, shining with his light. He's growing something new inside of you in this silence. Fresh purpose, new vision, and new strength. There's more to this than a pause. God is changing you from the inside out at this chrysalis time. Now lie down and let his hands to mold what is developing inside you. Imagine an early spring garden that is peaceful and still yet teeming with invisible development. Under the dirt, buds develop, roots spread, and life gets ready to emerge. You are that selected garden. This relaxation is your spring, yet your conflicts were the long, frigid winter. God is taking care of you and making promises that will come to fruition when the time is right. The world may see this rest as idolatry, but God views it as an investment. Jeremiah 17 verse 8 states, "They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. Lie down and let your roots sink deeply into his presence." You are investing in your future with each time you spend in his company. accumulating trust, strength, and clarity. You're gaining ground instead of losing it, similar to a bank subtly raising interest. What God has put in you is being multiplied by this quiet. Blessings that have been building in the silence will be yours when you awake. Now lie down and believe what he has invested in you. Imagine Joseph lingering in jail before to his ascent to power. Genesis 39 verse 20. Those years of silence weren't in vain. It was there that God molded him, honed him, and set him up for greatness. Now is the time for you to relax. A crucible, not a cage. God is shaping your personality, developing your talents, and bringing your heart into line with his purpose. You're not stranded. They're shaping you. Allow his hands to shape you into his masterpiece as you lie down. You learn to stand from your conflicts, but you learn to trust from this rest. Fighting in front of the adversary is one thing. When the route is unclear, it's another to rest. Your chosen strength is this faith, a calm strength that distinguishes you. You're not looking for solutions. The person holding them is where you're resting. Let that idea serve as your anchor. Every time you lay down, you are saying, God, I believe in your plan. By implying that you're squandering time, the adversary may attempt to sow distrust. However, there is no time wasted in God's presence. Your protection is this rest, a location where every untruth is overpowered by his truth. Psalm 62 verse 5 says, Yes, my soul, find rest in God. My hope comes from him. This is your hope, your fortress, your refuge. No doubt can touch you here. No fear can shake you. Lie down, chosen one, and let his truth guard your heart. This rest is your rebirth, a moment where God is breathing new life into you. The battles left scars, but this stillness is where they fade. Picture a phoenix, not yet risen, but gathering strength in the ashes. That's you now. Every moment in his presence is a breath of renewal, restoring your joy, your passion, your purpose. You're not just healing, you're being reborn. Lie down and let his breath fill you with new life. Your victory wasn't just a triumph. It was a transformation. You didn't just overcome. You became. Now in this rest, God is deepening that transformation, rooting you in his love, grounding you in his purpose. Like a tree growing stronger in quiet seasons, you're building resilience for the journey ahead. When you rise, you'll stand taller, shine brighter, bear fruit that impacts the world. Lie down now and let his love strengthen your roots. The world might demand action, but God demands trust. This rest is your act of faith, your refusal to bow to the world's pace. You're chosen moving to a divine rhythm, not a human one. Every moment you spend in this stillness is a declaration that his timing is perfect. His plan is sure. You're not falling behind. You're stepping into his flow. Lie down and let his rhythm guide your heart. Think of Hannah praying silently in the temple, resting in her faith despite years of pain. 1 Samuel 1:13. Her quiet trust led to a son who changed a nation. Your rest now is your temple moment where your silent faith is speaking volumes to God. He hears your heart, sees your trust, and is preparing answers you can't yet see. Lie down, chosen one, and let your faith pray in the stillness. This rest is your recalibration of vision. The battles blurred your sight, but God is clearing it now. In this quiet, he's showing you what's possible. Dreams you'd forgotten, paths you hadn't seen, purposes you hadn't grasped. Like an artist stepping back to see the whole canvas. This rest is your chance to see God's bigger picture. Lie down now and let his vision sharpen your eyes. Your victory was a beacon, but this rest is your foundation. It's where God builds the strength you'll need for what's next. Every moment in his presence is a brick in your fortress, a step toward your destiny. You're not just recovering, you're being fortified. Psalm 18 verse 2 says, The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. This is your time, your rock, your castle. Lie down and let him build you strong. The world might call this rest a luxury, but God calls it a necessity. You've carried the weight of battles, the burden of faith, the fire of purpose. Now he's giving you this moment to breathe, to heal, to grow. It's not about doing less. It's about being more. Every moment you spend in his presence is a moment you become more of the chosen one he created. Lie down and let his love make you whole. Think of John the Baptist, preparing in the wilderness before his ministry began. Luke 180. That solitude wasn't empty. It was where God shaped him, spoke to him, readied him. Your rest now is your wilderness, a place of preparation, not punishment. God is speaking to you here, shaping you for the mission ahead. You're not alone. You're with him. Lie down, chosen one, and listen for his voice. This rest is your reclamation. A time to take back what the battle stole. The enemy tried to take your peace, your joy, your clarity. But God is restoring it all. Like a city rebuilding after a siege, you're reclaiming your strength, your hope, your light. Every moment in his presence is a brick in that rebuilding, a step toward wholeness. Lie down now and let him restore what's yours. Your victory wasn't just about winning. It was about awakening to your identity. You're not just a fighter. You're a chosen one, a light, a force for God's kingdom. This rest is where you fully embrace that identity, where you let his truth sink deep like a mirror clearing a fog. This stillness is revealing who you've always been. Lie down and let his reflection show you your true self. The world might try to pull you back, but you're anchored in God's peace. This rest is your sanctuary, a place where his love surrounds you, where his promises hold you steady. No storm can reach you here. No chaos can touch you. You're chosen, protected by his hand, guided by his heart. Lie down now and let his peace be your home. Think of Paul, struck blind on the road to Damascus, resting for 3 days before his mission began. Acts 9. That darkness wasn't defeat. It was preparation. Your rest now is your Damascus moment, a time of stillness before your next calling. God is opening your eyes, not to the world's noise, but to his truth. Lie down, chosen one, and let him prepare you for what's next. This rest is your renewal of strength. The battles tested you, but this stillness restores you. God is pouring new energy into you, not just to survive, but to soar. Like an eagle resting before it takes flight, you're gathering strength for the heights ahead. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." It's your renewal. Let his power fill you as you lie down. This rest is the fire. Your win was a spark. It is the place where God lights your destiny, your passion, and your purpose. Every second spent with him feeds that fire, eradicating uncertainty, anxiety, and suffering. When you wake up, you're ready to light up the world because you're not simply sleeping. Now lie down, selected one, and let his fire to blaze brightly inside you. God perceives this pause as activity, whereas the world may see it as rest. You're going further into his plan, higher into his purpose, and closer to him. You are moving closer to the life he has promised with each second you spend in this rest. A life of influence, prosperity, and happiness. You're not motionless. You're getting closer to his affection. Let his movement carry you as you lie down. Consider Gideon. Before God summoned him, a powerful warrior, he was hiding in the wine press. Judges 6 verse 12. That silence wasn't a sign of weakness. God met him there, gave him a name, and gave him authority. God is meeting you, identifying you, and empowering you at your wine press moment. You're being prepared, not hiding. Choose one, lie down, and let his call to mold your heart. Your redefinition is this rest. You were characterized as a warrior by the fights, but as a child of God, you're defined by this calm. You are more than your actions. You're who he claims to be. Being with him serves as a constant reminder of who you are, how valuable you are, and what your purpose is. You're being molded into the form of the potter, like clay in his hands. Let him redefine you as you lie down. Your faith was evident in your win. However, this rest is evidence of his affection. He's not just pleased with you. His love is flowing into you, filling up all the gaps and mending all the wounds. You may sense his heart here, understand his concern, and find comfort in his arms. Psalm 36 verse 7 says, "How priceless is your unfailing love." This is your moment to feel that love. Lie down, chosen one, and let it surround you. The world might push you to act, but God invites you to abide. This rest is your abiding place, where you stay close to him, where you hear his voice, where you find his peace. Every moment you spend here is a moment of connection, of intimacy, of trust. You're not stepping back. You're stepping into his heart. Lie down now and let his presence be your home. Think of Mary Magdalene resting at Jesus' feet, listening to his words. Luke 10 verse 39. The world called her to work, but she chose to rest in his presence. That choice changed her, prepared her, empowered her. Your rest now is your Mary moment where you choose him over the world's demands. You're not missing out. You're gaining everything. Lie down, chosen one, and let his words fill your soul. This rest is your preparation for legacy. The battles were your training, but this stillness is your equipping. God is building you into someone who will leave a mark, not just for today, but for generations. Every moment in his presence is a step toward that legacy, a moment of purpose, of impact, of eternity. Lie down now and let him shape you for the ages. Your victory was a light, but this rest is your radiance. It's where God polishes you, making you shine brighter than ever. You're not just recovering, you're glowing, reflecting his glory, his love, his power. When you rise, the world will see his light in you, a beacon that draws others to him. Lie down, chosen one, and let his radiance fill you. The world might call this rest a pause, but God calls it a promise. It's his promise to restore you, to guide you, to lead you into the life he's planned. Every moment you spend in his presence is a moment of fulfillment, a step toward his purpose. You're not waiting. You're walking in his promise. Lie down now and let his promise carry you forward. Rest is quiet power. It's where God does his deepest work, not in the chaos, but in the calm. Every moment you spend here is a moment of transformation where he's shaping you into the person he always meant you to be. You're not just resting, you're becoming. Psalm 138 says, "The Lord will fulfill his purpose for you." This is your time to be happy. Lie down and let his purpose take shape. The world might call this rest a break, but God calls it a breakthrough. You're not stepping back. You're stepping forward into his plan. Every moment you spend in his presence is a step toward the blessings he's prepared, the doors he's opening, the life he's designed. This rest is your bridge to abundance, your pathway to purpose. Lie down, chosen one, and let him lead you across. Think of Esther preparing for her moment before the king. She didn't rush in. She waited, fasted, rested in God's timing. Esther 4 verse 116. That preparation led to a victory that saved a nation. Your rest now is your preparation, your fasting, your waiting. God is readying you for a moment that will change everything, not just for you, but for those you're called to impact. Lie down and let him prepare you. This rest is your restoration, a time when God rebuilds what the battles broke. You've carried wounds, some seen, some hidden, but none are too deep for his healing. Like a potter reshaping clay, he's smoothing out the cracks, making you stronger, more beautiful, more whole. Jeremiah 30 verse 17 says, "I will restore you to health and heal your wounds." This is the restoration you have selected. Allow his hands to sculpt you as you lie down. It wasn't only your actions that won you the win. It has to do with your identity. You were created by the wars, but you were refined by this repose. God is strengthening your faith, increasing your tranquility, and refining your spirit. Every time you spend with him is a refined moment in which he makes you more radiant than before. You are a masterpiece, not simply a survival. Let him refine his job on you as you lie down. God says, "Rest in me." This isn't about giving up, even if the world may encourage you to keep going. It's about surrendering. You are handing him your future, your worries, and your problems. This rest is your demonstration of faith, and your act of surrender. Saying, God, I know you've got this, is the moment when he does. Choose one. Lie down now, and let his love to carry you. Consider the Red Sea passage of the Israelites. The water was not resisted. They trusted God's might and persevered through it. Exodus 14, verse 22. Now is your Red Sea chance to relax. You are no longer battling. You're following his route with faith. You have won the wars. The benefits that lie ahead. This silence is your transition, your time to put your faith in him. Let him guide you when you lie down. Your mission is renewed by this respite. Your power was shown in the struggle, but your calling will be revealed in this silence. In your heart, God is sowing fresh visions, dreams, and paths. He is preparing you for a harvest that is not yet visible, much like a gardener sowing seeds in rich soil. Every second you spend with him is like a seed sprouting, ready to become something great. Rest and let his mission to blossom. Your faith was evident in your win. However, his constancy is shown by this rest. He has never abandoned you, let you down, or failed you. He is now revealing to you his heart, his love, his concern, and his goal in this silence. You're living in him, not just sleeping. This is your time to stay, to abide, to rest in his love, as stated in John 15, verse 4, "Remain in me as I also remain in you." God views this stop as worship, while the world may see it as weakness. You respect him every time you decide to take a break and put your faith in his plan rather than your own. It's a holy act, a confession of his sufficiency, and a holy surrender. Your altar, where you set down your striving and raise your faith, is your rest. Now lie down, selected one, and let your sleep to serve as your worship. Consider Peter, who rejected Jesus but was won back by his love. John 21, verse 17. It was not a fight that brought about that restoration. It took place beside the water in a peaceful time. Right now, your rest is the time by the sea when God meets you.